Hey guys, welcome back to Maples Outdoors. Tonight I'm going to be doing two different molds. I'm going to be doing the oh so famous Gary Yamato 5-inch Senko mold, as well as the new mold from Do It Molds, the Cutter Worm. I have shot these several times. The Senko mold, of course, favorite among all types of fishermen, whether you're pond fishermen, lake fishermen, bank fishermen, boat fishermen, doesn't matter. But I have shot this cutter worm. I absolutely love this. The cool thing about this one is they have it separated where you can shoot the tails, flip them, put them right back in to the other side, and then shoot the body individually sprued. It's an absolute game changer. I love this mold. It is super easy to work with. And I've got the wrong side, but the other side, I don't know if you can see it or not, there is a rib right there for where your hook goes. Absolutely love this mold. It's a cast mold, just like the Essential Series is from Do It. Of course, these are Do It molds. Love their molds. They're very affordable molds. Done went over that in another video. Not going to start on that one again, but it's the same kind of mold as the other cast. They still shoot great for your recreational fishermen like I am, but we're going to be doing a couple of different colors tonight. A friend of mine is wanting to fish a tournament in April on Chickamauga, so he asked me to make him some Yamatos with green pumpkin with an orange tip. Now, the cool thing about this Senko mold from Do It is it's just a regular bodied mold. You can play with it, do different stuff, but what I really like, I don't know if you can see it or not, is you see these lines right here. There's one right down here as well. See if I get that light right. Those lines, I didn't notice it, but you can actually cut right there and leave that part in the mold and then shoot the rest of the body a different color. So what I'm gonna be doing for my buddy tonight is I'm gonna be shooting a orange tip, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the second line, so it's got a bigger tail, a bigger orange tip to it. I'm gonna shoot that orange, and then I'm gonna shoot the rest of the body green pumpkin. So I've already got everything mixed up. Green pumpkin, regular recipe, just the color. Got some 40 thousandths black in it. Now the orange I have made out of floating formula. So it's got some 40 thousandths orange in it to give it that little bit of orange shine to it, as well as, because I've done this before with some of my own personal stuff, I threw in some 15 thousandths silver and some 15 thousandths black just to kind of make it pop. That silver will give it that flash, and the black just kind of sets it off, makes it to where it's just not a bright color just sitting there, kind of like my shirt. But anyway, so let me get this all set up and we'll get to shooting. Okay guys, so I've already got the orange all heated up to temp and everything. It's a nice bright color. So I'm gonna take my injector, do like I typically do, inject some up, make sure to get any air out of it. I'm gonna go ahead and inject. Now don't forget, when you get your mold ready, I use vegetable oil in mine and just kind of coat the inside of the mold, make sure nothing's gonna stick. It helps with releasing them out of the mold a whole lot easier. You don't have to do it every time, but usually before I start molding anything, I always coat the inside of it with vegetable oil. Eventually it's going to be like a cast iron skillet. It's going to take it in, and you still got to do it, but you don't have to do it as often. So get everything cleaned out, and like I said, I'm going to be doing, these are going to be green pumpkin with an orange tail, and I was going to use the cutter worm and do the same thing with it. My buddy's not much of a speed worm. He's never fished with a speed worm, well, what I call a speed worm, but he told me he wanted to try some. So I told him that I'd used it several times and I loved it. Haven't really got to take it out on the lake a ton to fish with it. Really get to put a good test in on it, but it's a really good mold, really easy to use, and I mean, I can't say much more else about it. But so we'll let this cool down, and once it cools down, I'll show you how to use those lines in order to cut, so that way you get consistent lengths on your tips. Okay, so our orange is cooled down now, so we're gonna go ahead and open it up. Now, I've seen that the label that says the Senko on the side is where the lines are. So as you can tell, shot up, very vibrant color. So what I'm gonna do is I take a pair of little sewing scissors, and I'll just take and cut right at that line. Just kind of sit each side down inside the mold. Now you gotta be careful not to score up your mold too much. It can cause problems, but what I like to do is just pull it up and finish cutting it off. That way you get a nice consistent cut. If I can get a hold of them here. That way it leaves you a nice flat edge. Now, even though this plastic is cold, it will, when you shoot the second color, it will adhere to it. And all I'm gonna do with these is just rip them up and throw them back in with my rest of my orange, because I'll do it again here in just a few minutes. So, now see, all you gotta do is just make sure you get all the tips up there where they need to be. I like to kind of tap on them flat, just so they'll go down and go back into place. So, I mean, it's not exactly perfect, but it gets the job done. I mean, a friend of mine told me one time, said fish ain't gonna pull out a measuring tape to see how long the tip is or how long the bait is. That's the reason why I went with a 5-inch Senko versus a 6 or a 4, because it's a good in-between. And I also like to take these and I'll pinch them off right here at that band, and I'll use them as a Ned rig. Keeps me from having to have a second mold just for a Ned rig worm. So helps me out a little bit, makes it more cost effective for me. Like I said, I'm just a weekend, what you call a weekend warrior, weekend fisherman. So get the green pumpkin heated up and we'll get that shot in there, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've already got the green pumpkin in the mold. Just went ahead and shot it, but got to sit here thinking about it, guys. I've been seeing a lot of my friends that do this on YouTube and Instagram, and been seeing a lot of people getting burned. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up. This is not a heat glove. This is just an old glove that I don't know where the other one's at. So it just happened to work out, because I'll use it to hold my injector. Now it does, I can still feel the heat through it, but it's not as bad as it would be barehanded. But biggest thing is you got to remember, guys, you're heating this plastisol up to 350, 360 degrees. And I've been seeing these guys post pictures up about they had a little bit of plastic get away from them while they were stirring, or an air bubble pop up, stuff like that. I don't have a vacuum chamber. I could build one, but I just don't really see a point. I hit mine with a little torch I got from Harbor Freight. Just get a little bit of air bubbles on the top. Not very long. You will scorch the plastic if you do it too long. Shout out to being in tackle for that one, bait and tackle for that one. But it's just one of those things. You see these huge blisters on their hands, or at least I have been, and that's why I wear a glove. My wife wants me to get one of those heat gloves. Just haven't went and got one yet. So the just a friendly reminder from one bait maker to another one, or if you're thinking about getting into this, invest in a glove. Like I said, this one's not a heat glove, just regular old work glove. It's actually got padding here across the hand for anti-vibration, I think is what it is. But it's wore out. I mean, as you can tell, fingertips are gone, stuff like that. But it does what I need it to do. It keeps color off of me too when I'm adding my color to my plastic. So, but got this cooled down enough, I believe we can go ahead and open it up, and it feels cool to the touch. So I'll open it up and show you what it looks like here. Flip it over here, it's wet, it wants to come apart. So, and there you go. I mean, don't that just look good? I mean, like I said, it's not perfectly uniform on my cuts. Plastic will move with you, but let's see if I can get it to flip over here. Get it to come open the other way with the lines on it. And get it to come off that side there. There we go. It's coming. Get them patted back down in there where they need to be. So, there you are. Not too bad. So, I got to do 4 more shots of this for him. He's wanting 20 of these worms, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the cutter worm by Do It. We'll get it out and do a little bit with it, let you guys see it in action. And now I see a lot of guys, they'll take and they'll hang this thing up just like this, let them air dry out on a hook. I've got a pegboard up here. I do that sometimes. I don't always do it. I'm going to tonight just for a little while, let them air dry. I've got a fan, as you can tell, over here in the corner, because this plastic, when you get to heating it up, it just puts off a nice little fume. Don't really need to be breathing it in, but you know, us guys, we do stupid stuff all the time. So I've got this one oiled up, and like I said, it's got the different segment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot the orange in the tail end, and then I'm gonna flip it over, put it in like I was talking about, and then I'll shoot the body green pumpkin. So I'll get that shot and show you what that looks like. Okay, so we got the orange heated up now. I'm gonna hit it with my torch just a little bit, get a little bit of air bubbles off the top of it. Like I said, not very long at all. Don't want to scorch it. So go ahead and draw it up in the injector. Now, as you can see, I've got my mold standing up because it's double-ended. So there's 4 ports on this end for the tail and 4 ports on the bottom for the body. So it's a little tricky. I've got to use my clamps to kind of prop it up, but it don't take very much to get these tails full, because obviously it's a flat tail, so it's not going to take very much. And just topping off the sprues a little bit. But oh, got a little dribble. So, but I've been dying to get this mold out, make a video of me using this mold. I got this thing in a few months back. I haven't been uploading or anything. Got super busy with work, got super busy with the kids and the wife, you know, the whole family thing. Haven't fished at all this winter, and it's killing me. But just decided to get out here tonight, make some stuff up. Like I said, that friend of mine's got a tournament coming up, so I decided I'd get out here and make him some stuff up. He asked me to. But another thing, I'm hoping you guys can hear me good. I hope I'm not yelling. I got a new phone, and I absolutely love it. Did not think anything about it. My little tripod setup that y'all are sitting on has a little boom mic that has a headphone jack on it. My new phone does not have a headphone jack, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me good and I don't sound like I'm yelling at you. Hopefully the mic in this new phone will pick up really well. But hopefully it turns out good. If not, then I'm gonna have to look into a different setups. That way I can keep making videos and you all actually be able to hear me. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Not very much plastic in there, so it shouldn't take it very long to cool down. And let y'all take a look and see what this looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, like I said, the beauty of this mold is I just take this and flip it over, but obviously you've got to pull that little sprue off. So right here at the very top, there is a little section right there you just got to pop off. You can see you got the main part of the sprue, and then this little tapered down, and then another tapered down, and right there starts the rib section. You can actually tell it on, I don't know if you'll all be able to see it or not. You can just see it right there. So just need to pinch that off right there, and then just turn around and lay it right back in the mold. and drop your sprue down in there. So when you get done, it lays in there just perfectly where that tail will mate up just enough with the body when you shoot the body off that it'll adhere good. That was one of my biggest concerns when I started doing that two-piece like that with the Senko. Was worried about whether or not it was going to be cold plastic adhering with the hot plastic when it's coming in. But I mean, you're talking about 350 degrees. It's gonna weld itself up in a layman's term. It's gonna adhere good. It's gonna do good and everything. So get this last one flipped over here, dropped off in there. Try to always remember, guys, keep your work area clean. I mean, I've got a very small table here I'm working on, but if you keep it clean, you won't have red glitter getting mixed in with orange glitter or black glitter, anything like that. I mean, not that it's really going to matter that much, but one of those things I'm OCD about that is trying to keep a clean work area. So now they're all laid in there good and beautiful. You just take and close her back up, stand her back up, and shoot it again. So we'll get this green pumpkin heated up and clean my injector off because I still got the one. So get that all set up and let y'all take a look at that one. Okay, so we got the green pumpkin all heated up. We're going to draw it up in the injector. Now, one thing I learned the hard way was when you get it out of the microwave, always make sure to stir it up good because that glitter likes to settle down in the very bottom. At least in my cup it does. So make sure you get it stirred up good. Oop, air bubble. Otherwise you won't get all the glitter. Oop, that one's getting messy. Got a streak running down the side. So, but I mean, this is something I just come out here the evenings and piddle around with. Like I said, I haven't been doing this in months. Been something I've been wanting to get back out here and get back into doing, but I've got enough stuff made up. There's no sense in me making up more if I haven't been using what I got. I mean, right? So hopefully I can get in a better rhythm, I guess, of making videos, trying to post on Instagram and TikTok. Can't remember if I told y'all in the last video that I now have a TikTok. So go on TikTok, look up Maples Outdoors, subscribe to it. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can always catch a good upload. And go to Instagram and follow me on there. Got some pictures of my son on there where we've been out fishing a little bit, stuff like that. I really wanted to do a boat project this winter, but time has not allowed me to be able to do that. I've got an old, geez, what year is that one? It's 81, I think, Monarch John boat. I've taken it on the river. If you follow me on TikTok, there's a couple of videos of me taking it down the river. But I love that boat. It's good, flat bottom. It's 14 foot, but at the gun rails or the top rails, it measures 5'10". Awesome boat. Got it for a really good deal. Took the carburetor apart on the motor. Come a little 15 horse tiller steer Evinrude. Thing runs like a top. Rebuilt the carburetor, put a new water pump in it, and put plugs, wires, stuff like that on it, and thing runs like a champ. I can always get it to start within the second or third pull when it's cold. Turn around, and right after that it will start first, second pull every time. So hopefully I can get some videos of me going out on it. Let's get these things. I don't want you peeking just yet. Let me get them all laid back out in here right. So turned out beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So all right, y'all ready for this? Look at that. Now, is that just not beautiful right there? You can always tell if you get an air bubble in there. Fill up down your plastic, you can feel a hollow spot. Had a friend of mine tell me when he's sitting here watching me make them one day, and I said, "Oh shoot, I missed that one. It's got an air bubble in it. It's got a hollow spot." And he said, "I just make it buoyant. You're going to put a hook through it. It's not going to seal back up. It's going to be buoyant. It's like popping a bubble." So, just the same as with the tail end of the sprue. You got your base of the sprue, you got your taper, then you got your third taper. You're just going to pinch it off right there, and look at that. That does not look gorgeous. I'm going to throw the worm at you. I got a bowl of water laying right here. You don't want to put hot plastic in water. Do not drink around your plastic. I usually have a cup, sweet tea, water, something like that. But it's over here off to the side away from my plastic. So got to let it cool down enough, because you do not want to throw this thing in to that water bath and it be 200, 250 degrees. It will blow back on you. So get them in a water bath. Like I said, absolutely love this mold. I mean, it's, as you can tell, it's huge. I'm not no giant of a man. I'm 5'10", and I mean, it's every bit. But it's a 6-inch speed worm, or what I call a speed worm, just a short little ribbon tail. They call it a, what did I say it was? 6-inch cutter worm. So it's absolutely amazing. You can get them on doitmolds.com. Shout out to them for making such an affordable mold, because a lot of companies out there, they are so expensive just to buy one. I mean, you're talking upwards of $100 and something dollars. So absolutely love this stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I got to make 4 more runs. He's wanting 20 of those senkos. I got to make 4 more runs of them. So y'all don't want to sit here and watch me make 20 of the same senkos. But get creative with it, guys. I mean, the limit is your imagination. If you think of something cool, do it. Try it. It ain't going to hurt nothing. That's the whole reason why I got into this, was because, yeah, I could go to the store and buy Yum Dingers. I could buy Gary Yamato brand, whatever brand you're into. But the thing is, part of the reason why I got into it is because I can create what I want. You can go out there. Of course, I haven't went and bought worms in forever, but you might be able to go out there and find a green pumpkin with an orange tail. But you're not going to find a green pumpkin with an orange tail and have 15,000 silver glitter in it to give it that extra little shine, because I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the light or not, but you can see how that glitter kind of catches there just enough to where it'll show. I mean, fish is going to see that and it's just going to go to town. But absolutely love doing this customization. Can make them short, make them long. Like I said, I take and pinch them off at the band, use them as Ned rigs. But it's also cost effective. Granted, you know, I think I bought my mold $36, $38, $40. Yeah, you're going to have the initial cost in it. Then you're going to buy the plastic, you know, the plastisol. Then you're going to buy the color. Then you're going to buy the glitter. But I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to reach crossings here just for a second. This is high temp glitter. It's bait plastics. That's who I prefer. I've just had really good luck with their stuff. Their cost is very good. But 15,000 black. It is 4 ounces of glitter. Now, I've used this a lot, and as you can see, I've barely scratched the surface of it. So you get this and it'll last you for a while, depending on how much you're fishing, how much bait you're making, whether you're getting into it to sell or just getting into it for a personal hobby like I did. It's really cool to get into it. Do whatever you want to with it. Just watch where you get your stuff at. Some stuff, I know, like my colors, some of the colors that I've got say do not add to cold plastic. Some colors say do not add to hot plastic. I like to use LureWorks. They have a really cool color selection. Do It does as well. But LureWorks, I can find some really interesting colors. Like this one is fluorescent blue, and it is absolutely phenomenal. But it's just a hobby I got into, something I wanted to try. Like I said in the previous video, my uncle makes all our lead heads. For instance, here is some, I think there's 3 different sizes of pony head spinners in this little bag. And we just made a couple up because I was running a little low. But he does all this. It's really cool. That's expensive, and that's the same danger level as this, except it's molten metal versus hot plastic. You can peel this stuff off. That lead's going to hurt a lot. But as you can see behind me, my Tupperware and Daisy and Blue Bonnet, and there's some Country Crock containers in there too. That's what I put my stuff in. Like this is watermelon red with black and red flake. Don't laugh at my handwriting, guys. Okay, I did graduate high school, but I didn't get a degree. I did go to college, but I dropped out of college. I didn't get a degree in calligraphy, I guess is what you would call it. I don't know. I'm just a simple East Tennessee guy. As long as I can read it, that's all that matters. So, but yeah, I've got one of every color that I own made up, and just playing with it. It's just one of those things. I like to come out here when had a long day at work and come out here and make a few baits. I mean, make 4 or 8 senkos, or maybe some of the rippers or lizards, crawl chunks, cutter worms, whatever I want to make up, paddle tails, make some stuff up, decompress for a few minutes. The garage is my space because there's so much crap in here. My wife says I'm not letting the kids come out there unless one of us is with them, because there's a good possibility somebody's going to get hurt. So, but anyway, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know y'all like it. Put whatever you want to in the comments. Let me know if you got any cool color combinations or any other tips and tricks. I mean, I'm just giving you what I think is good ideas, good tips. But if you do this as well, leave me a comment. Give me a heads up. Only thing I don't like about that glass, it makes that shaking noise every time. I put it up there on top of the microwave to let the fan blow across it to cool it down quicker, so I can put it back in its Country Crock or Blue Bonnet container. But don't forget, go on TikTok, hit me up on there, follow me on there. I'm going to be trying to post on there more, as well as Instagram. Instagram. Go on Instagram, follow me on there. That's all I've got right now. So just kind of playing with this, see if anybody's interested. So don't forget, guys, put yourself in